Hello, this is Mrs. Ross, and this is lesson 109 practice set. Let's get into it. Okay, it says solve and check each equation. We're just going to solve them. We're not going to check them right now. Okay. This is new because now we have x squareds, which really isn't new because we're used to Pythagorean theorem. But okay, so this is going to be a two-step equation. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add 8 to both sides to get rid of the 8. My goal is to have x equals at some point, okay? So I didn't do anything to this, so it just continues. This is going to be 0, and I end up with 108. The next thing I need to do is divide by 3. So 3 over 3 is 1. My x squared comes down. My equals comes down. Let me grab my calculator. 108 divided by 3 is 36. And then the last thing I need to do, the last step, I'm going to have to take the square root of both sides. So the square root of x squared is x, because there's 2 in the house, you can take 1 out. And the square root of 36 is 6. So that is my answer. Let's change colors and see what we've got over here. So here I have 1x squared plus 1x squared, 2x squared equals 12. I'm going to divide by 2, divide by 2. 2 over 2 is 1. I have x squared. My equals comes down, and I get 6. Then I'm going to take the square root. Let's see. So this is step 1. This is going to be step 2. So square root of that, square root of that. So I have x is equal to the square root of 6. I'm going to leave it like that because that is not a perfect square. Okay? All right, 5 less. So I know I'm subtracting something. Then twice, 2 times some number squared. Oh, it's escape, all of the escape. Squared is 157. So let me make sure I have that right. I have the 5 less. That's here. Twice what negative number? So I'm going to be having the negative of the square root squared. I have that. Okay. Twice that is, that's my equals 157. All right, let's go ahead and solve this. So my first step is to add 5, keeping in mind that I'm trying to get to x equals. So I have to undo everything that's happening to x. So let me add 5 over here. My 2x comes down, or 2x squared, I'm sorry. My equals is going to come down, and this is, let's see, 162. The second thing I'm going to do is divide by 2. Remember, I'm trying to undo everything that's happening to x. So let me come up here. So I have x squared is equal to 162 divided by 2. That I'm not going to do in my head because I don't trust myself. 81. Awesome. And then I'm going to square root both sides. So I have x is equal to 9. It could also equal to negative 9. And it says it's supposed to be the negative number, so this is my answer. Like up here, this could be 6 or negative 6. We don't know. This could be positive square root of, or negative. So, anywho. The area of a square is 3 units. So, area is equal to 3. Oh, my dog is barking. What is the length of each side? So, if this is a square, right? Hold on. All right, so I know that this is going to be side and this is side. So that area is equal to side squared, which is equal to 3. And if I want to know the length of a side, I'm going to have to square root this. So one side is going to be the square root of 3. And we know it's positive because we can't have negative lengths. You don't have the length of a square as negative 2. That doesn't happen. You can have it directionally that way, but not. Length has to be positive. Okay, so E we're going to cross multiply. So I have 4 times 9 is equal to W times W. So 4 times 9 is 36. And W times W, imagine there is a imaginary 1 there. This is going to be W squared. So I have to square root each side. I get 6. It could be negative 6. W is equal, most likely, to 6. And I think that's it. Yeah. All right. If you need the start problems, those are coming up next. Let me know if you have any questions.